on, that's Jordan, man. He looks pretty good. Oh, buddy. Here we go,
Oh,
man.
we got the fan. Can you say hi, pretty princess? Oh,
What's Daddy doing?
What am I
Hey
doing?
there.
Oh, she's like, all right, I don't know what they're both doing.
She ready to close some deals, man. Get her on the phones. Come on now.
Oh, bye bye, baby. I love you. Oh, I know.
Bye-bye,
You're the
Dada.
prettiest.
Bye-bye,
Okay,
Daddy. Yes, you
bye-bye.
work now, okay? Come on.
I love you.
All righty, baby. Let's get to it, man. Well, happy
Let's go.
Wednesday.
Bro, we're back. I know,
We're
bye bye. Yeah, we are back. Oh man, there
There
he
we
is.
go.
We were just talking about you, my dog.
What's up, baby? How you guys
There
doing?
we go.
Bro,
Come
we were
on.
just talking about you and the coaching ads.
What's good?
I love them.
Sir.
Love them?
They look good.
They came out. What do you mean, dickhead? You know I do. They came out really good.
Little something, you know? Little something.
Right, man.
Yeah, they came out fire. I really like them.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I
No,
hope you keep pumping them.
please.
I have to. I would imagine that your conversion will be good with them. They look very good.
Listen, it's so funny because like with that shit, I'm just like my back end is like crazy because I'm like so focused on the real estate stuff that it's like leads come in, I'm like, I'll get to them later or something like that. You know, it's like so it's part-time shit. What's up? How you guys been?
Good, man. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Good.
Dude, we're back. We're back, baby.
The boys
Yo.
are back.
I think I missed a week, and then I think I haven't seen you in 2 weeks, so it's been a
Been
while.
2 weeks, man. Hey, I'll probably never miss 2 weeks again. But we've been moving, man. We're in a new crib. We moved.
Nice.
Not gonna share the location so you guys don't show up. But nah, I'm playing. But we moved, got settled in, man, and ready to go. So that's on me. Dude, 1 o'clock Wednesday came up yesterday, and I'm like driving a U-Haul or something. I was like, "Oh, bro, no!" I said, "No, what am I doing right now?" But right, man. So we're settled in. We're back, slinging deals. We got deals closing, so didn't miss nothing. But
Slinging
continue again.
deals.
Love
That's
it.
it.
Love it. Nick, how about you, bro?
Bro, you know me. I do my little thing. I close my deal a week. What the heck? I try. I want to do at least a 20 piece a week. I was close. 17.5 last week.
Oh,
I
there
was
we go.
supposed to have a little $4,000 close. It's not a 4-piece. It's an $8,000 assignment, and that me and somebody chopped, and it was somebody else's deal. I dispoed it. So like,
Wow.
it would have put me over the hump, over the 20 a week goal. Wanted to
There we
write.
go.
It'll make this week that much easier because that one's closing at the end of this week. That little 4-piece. So there you go.
Nice. There you go. There you
Good
go.
work, man.
Killing it, bro.
Love
Killing
to
it.
see it.
Hey, doing my little thing. What the heck? After this,
20 a week, man. That's That's over $1 million, right? If I'm doing the math correctly.
no, it's a little less.
Slightly less, right?
Slightly less, my brother. But
You're talking 20,000. Nah, 2 times 5. It's got to be equal.
Nah,
right?
you got to. It's 84 or 86 a month. It ends up being $1 million.
Is that it? I thought it was 83. Yeah, you might be right.
You know what? If I'm saying 84, I'm just rounding it up because
Well, so I guess think about it like this. I guess I did weeks. If you just do, so you take off Christmas and Thanksgiving, that's 50 weeks a year. But I guess if you're counting 4 weeks in a month, I get that you're at the 80. But if you're every single week, if you're on a leap year, you're hitting it, bro. You can pull it off. It's possible.
you know what? Shoot me. If I do in the 900s instead of like $1 million, does it affect my life at all? It doesn't. Bro. So I don't give a shit.
Right, man.
If
Right.
I'm doing 20 racks a week and with like my only team being an assistant and a driver and a transaction coordinator, like I'm keeping a lot of that. Let's put it that way. So like I'm doing all right. And my stress level is 0. One day I'll start managing a bunch of people like y'all do. I'll hit the 5 million, but as a solo operator, 1 million, bro, I don't think that's awful.
No, come on.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Right? What the heck?
that's the life.
I've been stuck. Like I want to be there consistently, but you know how these things are, bro.
Never happened.
Like 3 weeks out of the month, I'll do 20 to 25, and then like one random week, it'll get pushed back into the next month, and then pushed back because it like goofy title things. You know how it goes. You know.
Yeah. That's why people always say like, "Oh, I want to do $100,000 a month," and you'll never do $100,000 a month. Okay.
No, it doesn't work like that.
60 one month, and then 140 the next month, and 180 one month, and then 40 the next month. As long as you're averaging out that, you know what I mean? Like that's all that matters. You don't have to fucking like rack your brain around like I need to do 100 every single month. As long as your pipeline is setting up to be that.
Right.
Bro, so key. And also, like, if you're talking to other wholesalers, you have to keep in mind, these are like sales guys. And there's nobody more optimistic and short-term minded than a sales guy. So they'll do, like, last month they'll do 100 grand. And they'll be like, yeah, I do 100 grand a month. But it's the only month they've ever done it.
Yeah,
exactly, bro.
But they're not even lying. They just like, it's just their belief in themselves. So, like,
you're talking about me, Nick. You're talking about me. That's what I did. First 6-figure month, I was like, okay, 100 grand a month. That's what I do
now.
That's it.
That's me.
And then, because I just told somebody that too. I said, dude, if somebody tells you they're doing 50 grand a month, like they've hit 50 a month, they're probably doing 30, 40, maybe 20 here and there. If they're doing 100 grand a month, they're probably hitting, 60 to maybe 120. You know what I mean? In that range. But exactly what you just said, man. There is no good luck matching the next month what you made this month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The real estate gods won't let you do it. It's always, there's always a range, but there should be a range. If you don't have like a consistent range though, like for the most part, I think that there should be consistency. Like you're doing something wrong if it's too all over the place.
Yeah, I agree. As long as like, unless your cash conversion cycle is a fucking mess, like if you got deals taking like 5 months to close, and then some are taking 2 weeks to close. But I think on average, I think people like for us, we made under 100 in August, but this month we'll make like 150 or something like that, right? But usually it's not like that big of a swing. So like I agree with you 100%. You can't be making like 120 1 week and then 1 month and then 12 grand the next month and then 50 the next month after that. It's just like, you'll go crazy.
That's not a business, man. You're lost.
Yeah. You're cooked.
Yep.
What the heck? We already got some questions. I like this.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Jay, when do you think I should quit my job and go all in? I closed 6 deals so far this year and I'm getting consistent deal flow. I have money saved up. What do you guys think? When do you guys think it's time to go all in?
It's a great question.
Amazing question.
Yeah, I really like that. It depends on how much money you have saved up. Because like those 6 deals could have been like $4K a pop. You know what I mean? Like, so it really does depend on how much you have saved up. I don't know how big those deals were. Obviously, you never want to put yourself in a position where like your life expenses, you know what I mean, are close to zero, right? Are you ever going to be fucking homeless in 2 months or something like that? You definitely want a buffer if you're going to be quitting your job. I don't know if you have a family to support and stuff like that as well. But I think if you have 6 months, I would say somewhere between 4 to 8 months of somewhat business expenses to keep that marketing, that consistent lead flow going, and life expenses. I think that is a good enough buffer to be able to safely do it. If you don't have it yet, I would not do it. I would still keep doing what you're doing, knock down a few more deals, stack up some cash, stay patient. But if you do have a good enough in the bank, a good enough amount in the bank right now, and you feel like you have those expenses saved up, I say, listen, whenever you're ready, bro, whenever you feel like you're ready to pull the trigger, I think that's a pretty good position to be in.
That's awesome advice. I hope you listen to that. That was really good advice. What do you think? Anything different, Noah?
Yeah, I mean, that's that was really good stuff right there. I guess there's so many different ways you can look at it. I was the guy that I closed my first deal and I didn't have any money other than that $5,000, and I dropped everything. I quit working where I was working. I quit going to school. It's actually had like a month left. I don't know your exact situation. I was a college kid, right? With a wedding on the way, about to get married. I didn't have any money, but I closed one deal And that was enough for me to say, if I dedicate every waking moment of my life to this, there's no way the well will ever run dry for me. And so I believe that whether you go right or you go left, you will not fail. But I would always err on the side of being a little crazier and taking a little more massive action. If you've closed 6 deals, like, bro, I see no reason why you couldn't close 6 more. You know what I mean? So I don't see what we're waiting for. What are we waiting for? Is my question.
Oh, like he just hit a follow up.
Yes.
Yeah, I would go. I would do it.
Yeah. To reiterate, I have no
Over
kids.
60K.
Live with family, 30, no wife, no kids. You have 60 racks saved. Do whatever your heart desires. That 60 grand is closer to zero than it is a million. So you take that, you put it on the street, and you believe in yourself. You live at home. You are in the most powerful position that exists.
Yeah.
Keep doing whatever you're doing for marketing. Keep doing it.
Exactly.
It's working. Maybe take some of that and do some paid marketing as well, so that it is consistent and more predictable. But if you want to quit your job, I think you quit it. If you're not sure, do them both. Don't get caught up in the propaganda that you see on the net. If you like that stability and you want to rip this on the side and just be super breaded, if this doesn't take you much time, then do that. Don't let us tell you what to do. If you want to quit your job, quit that thing, though. I'll tell you that.
Let's go.
I love
Let's
that.
get it. Come on.
Yes,
sir.
Perfect scenario, bro. Like that's
perfect scenario.
So good.
That's the dream scenario.
Yes.
Some people would say it's like getting into this when you're super young, like Noah. I think the dream scenario is being where you are right now. You are 30 years old. You got experience. You don't have any responsibilities, and you have 60 grand saved up. Let's go. Let's do it. I love it. I love it.
Let's
go, man.
That's more than enough, bro.
Oh my goodness.
If I could give some guidance, if you're cold calling and you're doing PPL, stop cold calling, hire a cold caller, and just call those PPL leads and the cold call leads and just close them.
Yeah.
So you don't cold call anymore. Just go hire that and you just close all day.
True.
100%.
True. And if you're already having cold callers call for you, double down on it, or whatever you want to do. There's a lot of options, but you know what to do. Crush them.
Yes, sir. Good
Kareem said, hey, oh, yeah, Kareem, thank you. Kareem says, I respect how simple Nick keeps it while humbly rubbing shoulders with guys, doing way more great energy. I love this guy. Bro, thank you so much. All I'm going to do is keep it 100, and there's nothing more free than being yourself. If you want to scale a big business like Jordan has, or like Noah is looking to scale, that's super cool. If you don't want that and you want to do your own thing, that's super cool also. Just recognize what you are and be that. And as long as you're real and you're really bad at it and you're really making good money and you're good money, people will rub shoulders with you.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir, man. Beautiful.
So Nick, for your MLS office system, how do you assign? I thought realtor deals are unassignable. You know what? I don't know if it's correct advice to give you or not. You may want to do it another way. You may just want to tell the realtors that you're going to assign it. I do not do that. What I do is probably bad to do, but I do it anyway, and I'm a believer in doing it this way. I don't tell them I'm assigning it. If there's a no assignment clause on the contract, I don't give a fuck. I am going to lie to them, and I'm going to tell them I'm the end buyer. I'm so correct in how I talk that they don't even ask me anymore, just because you can't fake the funk, and I'm you can't. So they may ask you if you're new with it because you're going to say something wrong. Lie to them. And I say that because they don't feed your kids. You feed their kids. And have you ever watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Mm-hmm.
They're a dork loser waiter. Are you going to let that guy bust you? No, you're not. There's no consequences. So, and It doesn't matter if you close a deal, they'll think you're the coolest person in the world because you did that without them causing them any stress. They don't dislike wholesalers. They dislike the idea of wholesalers because they've received propaganda, and it's up to you to change their mind. Wholesale it anyway, and the title company won't care. Half of lenders will care, and when the lender says get it like an addendum signed to like let you assign it, this is what you do. Keep in mind, closing at this point will be in a couple days or a week, and this realtor is broke. If the realtor was not a broke loser, they wouldn't have this listing. Only if they were a good realtor, they would have new construction or they would have a flipped house, right? So you're dealing with a broke loser. Keep this in mind of who the avatar is. They need this money or they won't pay rent. Statistically speaking, especially nowadays, most realtors are all failing off. Just say, yo, my lender needs you to get the seller to sign this real quick, saying that I can assign it. How quick can you get it back to me? Don't ask them. Just say, how quick can you get it back to me? And they'll get it right over to you. They won't ask any questions because they know that it's closing in 2 days. They're biting their nails. And that's what you do. Well, that's what I do. Call it moral, call it immoral, doesn't matter. But you've now fed this person and you're the dad now. And any beater property, they'll go right to you and they'll think you're the man.
Boom. And then also, you could still assign unassignable contracts. I've spoken about this a lot. What you do instead of, I don't know, your company name is 123 Main Street Home Buyers, blah, blah, blah. What you're going to do is you're actually going to put the buyer name on the contract as that property address. So let's just say it's 234 Main Street in Philly, right? You're going to make an LLC, right? You don't have to do this. You don't have to create it or pay for it yet until you have a buyer secured, the EMD and is in and stuff like that. But you can put the LLC 234 Main Street LLC. Okay. Once you find a buyer, all that good shit. Instead of assigning the contract, what you do now is now that you have that LLC assigned and this contract attached to it, what you do is basically take that LLC and you assign it or sell it to the buyer. And with that LLC comes the property that's attached to it. So that was something I learned from my attorney back in 2020. So anytime there's no assignment, I can't give a fuck less. I'm like, yeah, listen, no problem. Don't worry about it, right? Because I know there's still another way to assign it. So one, I would do what Nick said too. And if worst comes to worst, do what I said. It will work every single time. Every single time.
Jordan, so you have LLCs on standby for, hey, bro, just in case. Yeah, like just in case I need to move this.
I'll check if like let's just say 123 Main Street. I'll make sure that LLC is available, right? Because I don't want to pay for an LLC if I don't have a buyer. Like if I can't find a buyer, I just waste the money. So I'll make sure it's available. Cool, it's available. Great. I'll put that on the buyer as the buyer name on the contract. Then I'll go find a buyer. Once all that's secured, their EMD is in, I'll go actually create that LLC now and basically attach the LLC onto the contract with the property. And then when you assign that, comes the property with it. Boom. Simple.
Boom. That's it. You got two beautiful options, baby.
Yeah.
There we go. never let them get in your way.
I was gonna give a third, which is a different one, completely different the way too. I was just gonna say double close. I got there's so many, there's tons of people that want to give you money to double close today. So just go on Facebook. So
Bedtime Baby Lullaby literally just asked, what about double closes? That's clean too.
I'm doing a double close on one actually myself in Texas. The lender was just super. It was innovation. The lender was super, obviously anal about who was on the title, who was on the. So whatever, we're double closing on it, making 31 G's on it, regardless. Who gives a fuck, right? Just to get it done.
Yeah,
Just to get it done.
Good stuff.
How expensive is the double close when you do it in Texas?
So I have one where, I don't know, the additional closing costs are super cheap. I don't know why they're so cheap on this one. It's like an additional $800. And then it depends on nothing. And then it depends on if you're using your own funds to double close or getting transactional funding. Transactional funders usually charge like 1% of the purchase price. So 200 grand, they'll take these, right? Nothing too crazy. But it would be ideal if you can get pass-through funding. So I have another one in Texas actually, where they're like, oh, you don't have to double close. We'll just use the buyer's funds as your funds.
They're willing. Wow.
Yeah, and I guess
wow.
title company thing. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to double close. And she responded back to me, oh, there's no need. We'll just use the buyer's funds. I was like, oh, shit. All right. Well, that's awesome.
Dude,
so it doesn't cost me anything additional. So in the future, I think that's a good thing to ask title companies as well. Like, hey, do you provide like pass-through funding, or do you
I like that.
Yeah, we got to pause for a sec because I heard that from Jerry Norton. This is before I ever knew transactional funding was a thing. I thought a pass-through close where B2C funds A to B was the only way. So I've called so many title companies, asked them, and nobody's ever said yes. What was the title company? Were they a small town or?
No, this is like right outside of Houston. Let me pull it up right now. It is Capital Title in
Capital Title of Texas,
the largest independent title company in the United States. They might be fucking nationwide.
CTOT.
Oh, I like that. Capital
Title. Yep.
I like that.
There you go. Listen, look them up, reach out to them, because if they operate in multiple states, then there you go. That's just
there go.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like it a lot.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So I grew up wholesaling in Philly. Philly, the transfer tax is like 4 or 5%.
Bananas.
Right? So double closes, that makes it pretty tough.
Yeah.
So like I've always operated not even considering that, but now that I'm outside of Philly, it makes more sense. So keep in mind that depending where you are, it could be more expensive. So
correct. Yep.
Just keep that in mind.
100%. And it most likely will be, to be honest with you.
Okay, but Texas, I don't even think they don't have transfer tax, right?
Right, correct. In
99%.
most other states, it'll probably be more. Like closing costs are going to be more than $800 or something like that.
Yeah.
But still, if it's a solid spread, it's worth it. Just get it done. You know.
Facts.
Yep.
All right. Chris is asking, is it better to text MLS offers or have meaningful conversations with the realtors to build rapport? However you want to do it. I personally just like sending a text. And I think the reason that that's the better move is because they're never going to answer your phone call. If they were the type of person to answer your phone call, one, they wouldn't be a realtor because it's against the rules to answer your phone if you're a realtor. Number two, okay, if they were someone you wanted to build a relationship with, and if they were someone that was really going to answer their phone, they wouldn't have a beater listing. They would have a flipper new construction. So like they're a dork. You don't want to talk to dorks. Text them. You have much better results and you'll have a much better response ratio.
I would do the exact same thing. I wouldn't spend time calling and making all these offers because, again, like, listen, majority of them are going to reject you, which is obviously part of the game. But it's way more efficient to just send a text, because if for whatever reason that agent is open to working with the wholesaler or open to a low discounted offer, they will respond back. And the ones that are not won't. So you'll be just fishing out all the people that are actually going to have some type of communication with you and some type of interest level of working with you and accepting your offer. So I would just keep it efficient and quick, shoot a nice text over. And then if they want to hop on the phone from there, then you hop on the phone.
Yes. If they deem themselves worth getting on the phone with, then you call them.
Yep. Exactly.
Good point, bro. Awesome point. I should have said that. That's very
I'll disagree just so you can have another perspective to decide on.
Devil's advocate.
Right? Yeah. Call them, bro. Chris, call them, get on the phone with them. Be a real human being. Now, are they going to answer? Probably not. But if they don't answer, then you just copy and paste the text to them anyway, and then call the next one. But I guess if I see a realtor genuinely affecting your life in a positive way, it's because they bring you more than one deal, and that only happens if you have a relationship. But I could also say about a year ago, my wife got a property under contract by just sending out texts to listings on Zillow.
Oh, so, wifey helps you in the business?
A year ago, you know, she
That's
got her own business now. She got a baby. We got a baby, you know.
Of course, that's dope though.
Yeah. No, it was cool. Her first contract, it was good.
If your woman won't get a contract locked up for you It won't help. You got to just get rid of her.
Nick, is it
That's
the same with you?
right, dude.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Did she? I was gonna say she almost left
First
me when
off,
I
my
put her on the
wife
headset.
printed me out my first agreement of sale and drove me to the appointment. And we just started dating. She didn't even know me. I said, "Hey, do this right now." Barely knew. She only saw me one at a time, and I just called her. "Hey, do this right this second. Pick me up in your car right this second. You're bringing me to the hood right now." And she's like, "What the fuck am I doing?" That's number one. That was my girl. Ever since then, I was like, "Okay, cool. She's a good girl. I'm gonna keep her." And like 100%. And if a seller goes ghost on me, or if, like, we're like I remember that call I took, remember, like, and that really, and lady, and long story short, I think she's gonna be working with me. If she said no, guess who was just gonna call her and be a whole new person? My fucking wife.
Yeah.
If when the sellers back out of me or whatever, I need more time, bro. Samantha's right there. She's a beast.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. That's dope.
Yeah, shark, bro.
Right, man.
All
man.
right. So somebody is saying, "Ooh, can you explain a situation that you're saying lenders don't like wholesale?" Good question.
Yeah, it's not that they don't like wholesale. I forgot what exact loan was it. It might have been an FHA loan. And with that, they need the person who's on title to be on the agreement as well in that specific scenario. Don't ask me why, because I don't really fucking know why. But like in some scenarios, a lender is going to need that to be the case, where the person on title is the person that is also on the agreement, which you can just make an addendum for, which is super, super simple. What we usually do. But that was it. That's really it. Nothing too crazy to it.
Ooh, Rita J says, another thing I haven't focused on is creating a Google page. How important do you think creating a Google page and Better Business Bureau page?
I don't put too much into that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I really don't. We have some like reviews on our website and stuff that we'll send people to. I think a Google page is definitely. I'm talking about the Better Business Bureau shit. I don't know that I really wouldn't. I wouldn't focus on too much. I think if you're gonna do something, set up some Google reviews and stuff like that, or allow people to, leave a review on your website. I'd focus way more on that than the Better Business Bureau shit. That's like some old people shit that someone will ask. You know?
Yeah. No, it is. It is.
Good advice.
I guess what I'll say, dude, where you are in your journey is kind of how much this matters, if it matters at all, ever, right? If you're starting off, second, don't think twice about this stuff. The only thing that matters is making phone calls and making offers. But like in my business with my closers, in their script, they say, hey, whenever you can, would love for you to pull up our website, check it out. You'll see blah, blah, blah on there. You'll also see that we have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. So we've done a lot of good business in the area. And it's just one more leg to say, hey, I'm extremely credible. But it's so not necessary. It's just whatever. Was it worth $100? Maybe it gets us one extra deal,
Good advice.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't have anything that would conflict with what they just said at all. Good advice. Good guys to listen to. All right. Chris goes, thoughts on SMS texting sellers with launch control. 2 thoughts. Texting, though you're not supposed to talk about it, is amazing. That's number 1. Number 2, you should only use 2 things. Either number 1, launch control, I'll send you a link, or REI takeoff, and you get with Jordan. Other than that, you shouldn't be texting. That's what I think.
There we go.
I think Noah's using something else, and he'd be all right.
I just started, I don't know, a couple weeks back, and we're getting, if I'm sending, just have one account, like 30,000 messages a month, and we're getting 1,700 messages we're sending out a day, maybe 15 to 1,700, and we're getting 3, 4, 5 leads a day. And we did get a contract maybe a week and a half in. And so I think we'll be able to pull 20 out of that one, actually. So we got walkthroughs coming up end of this week. So that's just started. And yeah, I mean, just like that, you're gonna get in touch with people that want to sell. So I think it's great, personally.
What platform are you using?
It's Zeet Blast.
Oh,
Heard of that. Twitter.
They asked me to be affiliate on X. They're
Really?
yo, Jordan, you know the guy, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but he's from Detroit. He's got a decent following on X, and he's in our little network of people that talk to
I
each
think I
other.
know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he just started. Him and I talk a lot. He just started using it, and he likes it a lot so far. So,
Cool.
you
Very
know
good.
what? For anyone listening, Zeitblast is legit. I now know 2 guys that are like make real big boy money that both started using it and both like it. So,
Yeah,
Nice.
good.
all I
Dude,
need to know.
Sweet.
So from some of my friends, man, they're using this Zeke Blast, and this one dude's like, dude, hey, I just got like my 20th contract this month. I've been slinging. I was like, well, what are you doing? He was like, oh, we're just doing SMS. We're just doing Zeke Blast, and every day there's like 2 or 3 of these guys that use it that would bring it up. So Nick, you're marketing for launch control. It's like I'll see you once a week. Those dudes, they're reminding me every single day. Check out this platform. Check out this platform. So. Shoot, man. I mean, I think the prices and what the offer is almost identical to launch control.
All these things are the same.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
All these things are the same. The Zeitblast is good in the sense that they're newer. The carriers don't know them super well. You can get away with looser language with them because they're not as hot yet. Launch control, they've already been hot up. They already like hotted up all the carriers. So the language they let you use is more selective. You can't, you have to be more correct in your initial outreach, but they have been in business a lot longer and have a bigger team. When issues arise, they can help. So there's a lot of there's pluses in both. Doesn't matter as long as all that matter. Don't overthink. Roll the dice and pick one.
Let's go.
Which one you picked will have no effect on your success at all.
As long as the fucking text gets sent and they go through, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Don't overthink it.
That's it.
Flip a coin.
Exactly.
That's it. Oh, so somebody. But my thoughts are: hurry up and do it. Forget about ROI. It's the best ROE out of any marketing. What markets are hot, for y'all are hot right now? Dewey asked. I don't think this is for me because I'm only in one market, but I think that would be perfect for you two to answer.
Noah, you want to start?
Yeah. So for a little bit of time, I had moved out of doing the majority of my marketing in Ohio, and very recently I moved back in. It's just hot, man. I think Ohio. I'm in Northeast Ohio, and buddy, I mean, these dudes are just selling their properties. So it's like, dude, honestly, if you go to any major market, of course, there's going to be activity. What I have noticed is in some of my markets in, say, North Carolina, it's starting to slow down a little bit. The deals are going to sit on the market a little bit longer. So I guess I haven't noticed anywhere that's like, bro, this is about to be the next hottest market ever. But I've noticed a little bit of a cool down here. And I will say, when I've got back into Ohio after exiting for a few months, I have noticed, oh, boom, there's deals right in front of my face day one.
I always put Ohio up as one of the best spots to wholesale. I just feel like there's always fucking deals flowing. There's sellers selling like at discounts for some, and it's a title company state. It's a wholesale friendly state. I always put it up there as one of like the markets that one. I mean, you can kill it at any stage, but like if you're starting, not a bad place to look. I mean, I think the Midwest in general is like, I have that feeling about it, For me, we get so much shit. I would still say Jersey. I'm ass raping Connecticut right now.
Connecticut is hot.
I'm fucking slapping people around in Connecticut right now. And then Ohio is one. We've gotten Texas. We got a lot of Texas ones like the past 2 months that are turning out pretty good. So it always changes. Like Noah could probably attest to this too. Like it always changes. Like, but I would say for the most part, it's still Jersey and Connecticut for me.
So exactly where you're at, it just works.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Bro, Texas. Even I've done a deal or two in Texas.
Texas, baby.
Yeah. God bless Texas.
I got a quick story. 2 seconds. My first deal I ever got under contract was in Texas, and I used Capital Title of Texas. It was listed for like 140, offered. I got locked up at like 95, sent it out at 140, and No, I mean, I think the highest offer was like 30. I ended up losing 2,500 in earnest money, but it was with Capital Title of Texas, and that was the only deal I've ever done in Texas.
That's fucking funny. That's funny.
Ridiculous.
Now you got to go back to them. Now you're established.
Yeah.
Use some pass-through funding, some transactional funding.
That's right.
That's it. Build that relationship now.
That's right.
Sick.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay, what else?
Best place to post deals: Facebook, Investor Lift, Investor Base, or all three?
Everywhere you can is the best, honestly. Everywhere you can, as many eyes as you can get on it in front of verified, qualified buyers. If you have access to those things, post them on all. I know Nick loves social media because he has people that are qualified on there and he kills it on there. Like, it just depends on where you can get eyes from verified buyers on it, and as many as you can get. So I'd post it on all three if you could.
Agreed. And if you can, list it on the MLS even. Whatever you want to do, you do. But the more eyeballs, the better. Jordan is completely right.
Yeah.
It would sound so lame if I said the same exact thing that they just said. So I'll say, dude, you want so many people to see it that you need to be willing to post it on Facebook Marketplace and like boost it for like $10 a day behind it. You know what I mean? Like literally post it everywhere you possibly can is the answer. As many people
I've
as
never done
possible.
the boost. That's good. That's very good advice. I want to try that.
Boost it.
Boost it.
For sure.
Do y'all have text templates for an SMS campaign?
Like pre-made. Yeah, I do.
With launch control, you have to, and I'm going to just say this out loud. I probably have the best templates in the market, baby. I do. Mine are really good.
Are you different, or what is it that makes them so good?
I'll tell you why. Because mine are very smart and they're very simple. And if you're going to do SMS, this is turned into the SMS hour. If you're going to do SMS on your initial outreach, the difference is major, okay, what I'm about to say. The final sentence needs to be your ask. The final sentence needs to be your ask. I'll say that.
I'm so big on this. Go. Spit that shit right now. Go.
It's so important. Launch, and I bet Zeitblast is the same, but I cannot confirm. Launch, when you sign up, they will give you templates. Whatever you do, you must not use these, okay? First off, you cannot, in your initial outreach, ask to get on a call. You're asking too much of that human being. So, again, as long as you're not asking to get on a call, and as long as you have your ask as the last sentence and it's a question, you're good to go. Don't ask a question, then say who you are. Do what you've been taught as a little kid when you... It's not complicated. Sales, speaking, essays, it's all the same. Who you are, why you're calling, go into your ask. I'm Nick. I buy houses. Do you want to sell your fucking house? That's it.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Love it.
It is basic, and it is the foundation of all communication. And if you stick with the foundation of all communication, you'll do well.
Boom.
Boom.
How do you deal with a good deal, but it's in a flood zone? Buyer loves the deal, but insurance is cooking a deal.
Yes.
3 words. Get it cheaper.
That's it. Literally it. I can't say anything else. That's it.
Get it cheaper.
Yeah.
Or get another buyer. Do you guys have drip campaigns that you use when leads are unable to contact phase? I think we all do, but I think Jordan and Noah both have a really good setup for this. Like,
mine is built out fucking just very thoroughly. Like, everyone who uses our system gets the same thing. So, like, whether it's discovery phase, add to follow-up, cold leads, warm leads, however you want to set it up. Everyone should have that. Like, if you're going to spend money on leads, as we know, our industry is a follow-up industry. Majority of our leads are going to say no to us, which means we have to follow up with them. So if you're going to pay for leads that already you're probably going to have to follow up with, then you're throwing money away if you don't have a great follow-up system, workflow, and kind of process. So,
and so much time.
I definitely do. Yeah.
Oh, serious. And so much time.
Awesome point.
Because Jordan, when I first made the decision to pay, I thought I could go without a CRM because I was doing fine without a CRM, better than ever before. And then obviously your entire life for 12 to 14 hours a day is following up, dude. You're not doing anything else. You're just following up, and then it's like that's all you do. You get the correct system, literal system software in place that does it.
Yep.
Bro, you take your hands off for the first time. It's like,
holy shit. Yeah.
Oh, wait a second, buddy. Like, it's just, it's one of the awesome moments in this journey.
Agreed. 100%.
So yes, we all drip campaigns.
Yes. All right. Where in the PA suburbs do you think is the best area to target for finding deals? And I've been focusing on Philly, but starting to look outside of the city. Southeastern Pennsylvania is fwag. It's amazing, but you know what's not? Philly County. I would recommend no one doing Philly County unless you just want to use that as training. Like Philly County, Philadelphia proper, that's like going to Dagestan for 2 years and forgetting. I mean it. And I say that because your contract fallout rate is at best. Like, let's say you're super tight and you don't make any mistakes, will be 50%. Okay. Like, you don't lock anything up and then can't find a buyer. You assign everything that you ever lock up, it'll be 50%. So, dorky.
Just title.
Yeah. Title and deed fraud is probably the number one area for deed fraud in the country. Wow. I would assume if there's any place that's higher, my mind would explode. I couldn't imagine anything higher, but probably number one for deed fraud if you look it up. And then if not, it's top 3. Yeah. And also the city will attach, like the county literally will attach anything to the houses also. So it's not good. And your average assignment is going to be like at best 15 grand unless like you get like once in a while you get a Hail Mary. So too much effort for too much risk and not enough money. But every other county in South and Eastern Pennsylvania is like the same thing as Jersey. Delicious. It's great. Really. I really mean it. Anywhere. Doesn't matter as long. Any county in Southeastern PA other than Philly County. You can do Philly County. I wouldn't spend any money in there, though, because it would be real stupid of you to do that. I don't spend no money in Philly County. So I did another SMS question. Someone's asking about opt-out language.
Here's my template. I always like, this is my opinion. I always like the last thing I say to be the question.
Thank you.
I would not put a statement after the question. It should always end with a question. A question is going to prompt a human response. I would switch that up a little and end every single initial text you send out with a question. I send everything, every text I send out, whether it's like, we could be 10 minutes into a conversation and I'll still end it with a text. I could write a whole paragraph and then the last part of that paragraph will be like, does that make sense? Does that sound good? Right? Just always something to prompt a response.
Mm-hmm.
That's very key. Great advice.
And just from a psychological perspective, I mean, if you're having this conversation in person, and you're like, hey, are you looking to sell your house? If not, I don't mean to bother you. It's like, that's not the posture and positioning that we need to be in where, hey, I don't mean to bother you. It's not like that. It's like, hey, I'm looking to get in touch with the person that wants to sell their house. Now, if I do get in touch with the person that wants to sell their house, I want them to view me as a professional, as a authority figure, not somebody that's just, stopping in, seeing what's going on. You know what I mean? So you're tailoring these messages to the few people that do want to sell their property, not the people that don't want to sell their property. This is tailored to the guy that doesn't want to sell their property that you're bothering. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think he's saying that. I think he's got that sentence in because, like, for opt-out languages, they need the option to say, like, stop or whatever so they can opt out.
Yeah. Do you need that?
If you're doing real SMS outreach, real SMS outreach, like, there shouldn't be opt-out language. Like launch control, it's not doing text blasts. every text is different and they get sent one by one, which
Mhm.
makes it not illegal. There's nothing illegal by just texting somebody one off and saying, let me
Okay.
buy a house.
Right.
And technically speaking, that's what Launch is doing. So it's that it bypasses that law. And that's why they don't need any opt-out language. But if you're doing mass text, the same text, that's when you need the opt-out language.
Okay.
So like
I
whatever
see.
you do, you just need to don't send it one by one, bro, or whatever you're doing. Just get with a Zeitblast REI takeoff a launch, and then you'll bypass that problem.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you won't, because it is the exact same with each of the platforms we're talking about now. You won't need to worry about that. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
What's
Cool.
your objection on SMS when they instantly ask for an offer?
It's a good one. Anyone?
Oh,
We never. No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead next. Sorry.
you know what? Everyone always says make the other side give the number first. Okay. You don't think these sellers know that also, especially with outbound marketing? So like there's going to, I don't know the real number, but they'll probably 30%, I would guess, 30% at least of these sellers won't give you the number first either. I want to win the war. I don't care about the battle. You want to hear a number? Sure. Let me disrespect you really quick, and then we'll get on with it. Do you know how many deals that I've gotten in my life that the seller that you know after like we did all this and started talking, I asked, "Hey, why haven't you sold this yet? Your price is pretty reasonable." They said, "You know what? No one's giving me an offer. Everyone wanted me to give the number first. You're the only one that was willing to just give me the number." So offer them. If the Zestimate is 200,000 or below, offer them 40% of the Zestimate and don't do any math. If it is between 2 and 300, offer them 50%, and anything above that, offer them 70%. And all that matters is they come back to you at a number. Again, I'm in person, so it's different than these two.
Mm-hmm.
If you have an in-person model, if they come back to you at a bare minimum of a 20% discount from the Zestimate, then you book the appointment. The thinking behind that is this bull doesn't even know my voice, never mind my face, and some complete stranger they've never met or even talked to, they already gave a 20% discount to. Imagine how much they'll give when they see how real I am in person. Mm-hmm. So that's it. But give them a low ball. They're going to say no anyway. Who gives a shit? But then they'll tell you the real number.
Yeah.
And if they say yes to your number, you screwed up. Should have been lower.
Yeah. Yeah. That's perfect, dude. I agree. What I was going to say was you don't object to the seller. You never object. You don't argue. You don't argue. You don't object. You agree with them. They're, it's not, we're not customer service. Like the customer's always right, but you never disagree or argue with them. You always want to, hey, exactly. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm here for. I'm so glad I'm finally talking to somebody that's ready to get down to business. Honestly, in a perfect world, without understanding the condition, it's looking like we're going to want to be between this number and this number. Does that sound about right to you? That's what I've been saying.
Juicy.
Yeah.
But never object. What's your objection? Why are you hitting the seller with objections? Don't do that. Don't. You never want to argue, or it's got to be seamless, man. Conversation with you got to be smooth. It's got to be like butter. Whatever they say, you always agree and accept and understand it, even if you then are going to take them in a different direction. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Okay, cool. So give it to them. Give them that offer, man.
Give it to them. Isaiah says, I've been using prop wire for skip tracing. It seems like the numbers don't work. Do y'all have any recommendations?
I do it internally with a VA that I have. I mean, you could use them as well. I could help with that, but I don't know, any of those like list data softwares that also offer skip tracing. I'm like, PropStream, wouldn't do it. PropWire, even more so. I probably wouldn't do it. I'm sure it's cheap, and maybe that's why people use it.
No, it's expensive as fuck.
Is it PropWire?
All those things to skip
like
are like
12 cents.
12 cents a record. That's expensive,
right.
bro.
Yeah. PropWire, I know they give like the free list or something like that. So I don't know what skip tracing is, But all those like list platforms, it's not really their forte, which is why PropStream bought Batch, right? Because PropStream's fucking skip tracing sucked ass. So they were like, all right, let me just partner up with Batch. But the majority of them, I don't know, I wouldn't use. Batch is still, to me, the best I've ever experienced, but the most expensive too. You know,
No, it's the cheapest.
And then I haven't used it in so long that I remember that used to be like 18 cents.
Well, if you do monthly, and that's the thing, a lot of people that are newer only have the budget to do monthly. And if you do it monthly, it's 12 cents. If you just give them a year if you just pay for a year membership up front, I just had to renew this month, and it was $2,500 for 35,000 skips a month.
So what is that?
$2,500, 35,000 skips a month.
If you love it, that's great, dude. That's killer. Because best I've ever seen that I actively use is Deal Machine, and I pay $500 a month for 100,000 records. So over a year, that's what, $5-6 grand for a little over double the records. Almost 3 times, but
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
I use Deal Machine.
It's
It's
good.
only for data. It's where I pull my list in and skip trace all in one. I didn't used to be a believer. I've tried so many different skip trace companies and all that, man. But then I got the Deal Machine and I was like, okay, these numbers just make sense. Why would I pay any more to get, something that's is not going to be 110% quality. It just is what it is. It's data.
Yeah.
Give me records.
Isaiah saying he's paying 10 cents per skip. You're paying 7 cents too much. If I think you should just go to kindskiptracing.com and it's 3 cents a record. If you're still trying to just pay monthly, and if you want to and if you have a big budget and you want to do mass data but very good data, then do Batch or do Deal Machine, or ask Jordan what he does, and he'll probably put you on. But that's what I would recommend.
Yeah, 10 cents is too much.
Facts. Dway, whatever you're using, you got to stop using, bro, and either get with Zeitblast or get with like Noah, or you need to get with Launch Control like me, and you won't have to worry about opt-out language because they're going to do it correctly. You shouldn't have to worry about opt-out language. If you're worrying about opt-out language, you're using the wrong platform, and you're doing something that could get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not worth it. You can still get in trouble for doing that, and the fines are outrageous. It's just not worth it. So do it correctly, and then you'll be fine. And I'm sure Zeitblast is the same as Launch Control in the sense that they're actually sending individual one-off text messages, fully legal. You cannot get in trouble. And you don't need opt-out language. If I text you and I don't know you, I don't need opt-out language. Oh, this one's for Jordan. I'm using REI Simply, and it's pricey, and I'm looking at other options. Does REI Takeoff have AI callers and AI built in?
Ooh, good question. So we have the AI built in. The AI callers is something that I think we're launching in 2-ish weeks. We always say we're going to launch in a week or some shit like that. And then what I've learned in this business, it always takes 2 or 3 weeks longer than you think. So we will implement that as we're implementing our Offer Blitz tool. You can stack lists in there. You could obviously do the AI text messaging in there. But really what we want to try, because everyone is going towards this route, is the AI callers. You just have to do it correctly or else you'll be fucked. So that's kind of where we're at right now. How's the AI texting, the scheduling, all that good stuff. But the callers is something we're launching soon.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, Jordan, what percentage of your deals are novations versus traditional wholesaling? Good question.
That's a good question. I would say right now they're probably 50-50. 50-50. I'd say some months even more novations than traditional wholesales. As we're 10 minutes ago, as we're going through this, I looked at a lead. We just got a PPC lead. My lead manager gets on it within seconds. She posts the notes. She's like, yeah, the asking price is 300 grand. It was built 2 years ago. She bought it last year for 400 grand. Free and clear though. For some reason, she has to just sell it, and she's asking for 300 grand. So our cash offer is going to be like low to mid twos. But if really worst came to worst, I could fucking say, listen, I'll give you 300 grand with our innovation, and just go and list it for 350 and sell it. So a lot of these kind of just fall into the lap. And some of them are not, I wouldn't say forced, but a seller just wants a little bit more. But I would say, yeah, right now, probably like 50-50.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm doing a innovation right now. I got the clean out crew is there right now.
I saw that.
Yo, I hit this kid up right before I went into jiu-jitsu. I came out of jiu-jitsu with like 3 missed calls. I called back. He FaceTimed me, and I FaceTimed me. Oh yeah, we're at the property. We're halfway done. Blah blah blah. I said, holy shit!
That's how you do it.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of my bids from now on. I fucking fuck with this guy.
That's how you do it.
And then I said, how much is it going to be? He told me. I said, oh, hold up, what's that? Boom, just sent it. Pay the guy before sweat dries. So we both.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah! All right, so 55 minutes. We answered the questions. Y'all want to say anything before we wrap up?
No, just bring more next week. That's it. I mean, anything you're going through throughout, obviously today through next Wednesday, fuck it, write it down. Right? If you're going to forget about it, write it down, bring it to the calls, ask away. Obviously, we're as transparent as possible with any successes and failures. So write it down and just fucking bring it to the call, baby.
Yeah. Jordan, I actually got one question for you. So I literally just received a text from the seller of this novation. It was like, hey, my wife said there's like 5 or 6 guys outside, like cleaning up the place. What the heck's going on? What do I say back to this guy? I thought he knew what I was doing. I told him exactly what I'm doing.
Well, listen, I'll be honest with you. Like with some sellers with novations, like you gotta repeat yourself sometimes, because they'll hear the price, the number, and they won't even they'll hear blah 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 the rest of the time you're talking, because they just heard, oh shit, he gave me a higher number, and they'll like completely block out everything else you said. Like we explain the process very well sometimes, and they're like, oh yeah, I forgot that you said that.
Okay, cool. Because I couldn't have been more transparent with this.
Yeah.
What I'm doing, and like I'm actually putting some money into this. Like I was like, listen, the closing costs, carrying costs, it won't work. But if I'll give you this number, you give me this time, I am going to get everything done ahead of time. Then list it so I can save a bunch of money and risk, and we'll rip it. And he said, yes.
For that, I mean, that's pretty common. I would just remind him, like, hey, listen, this is what we spoke about. This was part of the deal, so that you don't have to take that on. We're already handling it for you. We got it done. It's coming out of our pocket. Kind of just make you feel like, then listen, this is the service that we provide, basically, right?
I plan on sending him a bunch of flexes. Heck yeah. You picked the right guy. I'm taking this super seriously. I already put a couple grand in here, and I'm trying to get this done and closed as soon as possible.
Once the seller sees that, they're like, oh, shit, he's serious.
That's cool, man. That's real cool.
Heck yeah. All right, fellas. Awesome rapping with you. See you next week.
All right, guys. Take care.
Love y'all, man.
Later.
Let's go close.
Yeah.